this cold has been kicking my ass, and I really don't have the energy to do like a whole other scenario, and no one has requested one. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about my cold, how I got it, the symptoms, while I try to induce some sneezes. So I got this from my partner. They picked up, the back to school campus cold, and I knew they were getting sick because they felt it in their throat, and that's like the first sign for both of us. But we saw we still did things together, and obviously I hung out with them and cuddled them and kissed them and whatnot too, so it was kind of inevitable that I would get it from them. So I was expecting this. I Sorry, I'm gonna be blowing my nose a lot. At least maybe this will clear me up a little bit. So obviously I've been stuffy. I'm in that weird stage where it's like my nose is clogged, but it's also still running, which is really annoying. Especially considering today at work it's truck day, so we got a bunch of new product in, so we're trying to work on getting that out onto the floor. So I'm touching like every product, constantly going back and forth between rubbing my nose and sneezing and blowing my nose, and then trying to pour ample amounts of hand sanitizer on my hands so that I don't get anyone else sick. Not exactly going to be patient zero here. Sorry, I've got like this tickle building. I don't know if it wants to come out. But I've had a cough too. It hasn't been too bad. It just comes. It just comes and goes. Sorry, these seasons are so snotty. And my nose is like cherry red, and I hope it doesn't get worse, because I don't think it could look much worse. But it is sore and raw, and generally not a good look for me. Had the sore throat too for a while, which honestly it wasn't too bad. Sometimes it gets really bad. This cold hasn't been the worst. I'm gonna sneeze again. But it has really been in the nose. It's been really easy to induce, at least, which I like inducing my own sneezes, and you guys seem to like it too, so that's, I guess, a pro there. I've got like snot dripping down my face right now. I tried putting a little Vaseline in my nose this morning and try to make it a little less irritating. A little less irritated. It helped a little, I think, but God, it just got wiped away so fast. I don't really even know how much it helped in the long run. I'm gonna sneeze again. Achoo! I kind of need this cold to be over with. I'm supposed to be going out tomorrow with my partner and some friends and seeing a movie and then going to get dinner, but I don't know how that's gonna be fun for me or for the people around me if I am sneezing my head off and coughing every 5 minutes. So I guess we will see how that goes. My body is like flirting with the idea of getting better. I've got these moments where I'm like, wow, I can breathe and I'm not coughing. And then I get these moments where I feel like absolute dog shit. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze again. My boss asked me if I could stay late today to help with stocking, and I politely told him no, but then he asked if I could stay late tomorrow, so guess who's gonna be staying late at work tomorrow? Before my partner and I go out to the movies and to get dinner. So tomorrow is going to be a very full and eventful day. These seasons are just so strong. So, of course, the school year has barely started, and we're not even in cold and flu season yet. So, I've got a feeling that the next few months are going to be a bit of an adventure for me. Especially just working retail in fall and winter tends to mess with you a little bit inside and all the dry air. And it's I feel like these just keep getting stronger and stronger. But hey, I'll keep sneezing as long as my nose is willing to take the brutality of it. I don't know how many people are going to actually listen to a 7.5, probably longer minute video. But if you're still here and you're still listening to my sneezes, I guess sorry, I'm gonna that one hurt. I guess I will reward you by going into a little more detail about how I got this cold. So I guess if you don't like hearing about Contagion, maybe stop listening at this point. But sorry, I'm gonna please. Thank you. Thank you. So I said earlier that even when I knew my partner was getting sick, we were, still doing things outside of kissing and cuddling. That I won't get too graphic for, the sake of YouTube. But they're the only person who knows that I have the kink, and they obviously know that I find Contagion hot. So I was able to induce them a little bit, and get them to sneeze on me. So we really couldn't be surprised when we knew that I was going to catch their cold, because their snot was literally being sneezed onto my face, and now I'm sneezing all over everything else. God, I felt that one in my back. So I'm into non-consensual contagion in fiction, but not in real life. So I've been trying to not spread my cold to anyone else. But since my partner knows that they're the one who gave me this cold, they're willing to They're willing to take care of me when no one else is. And they were even letting me sneeze on them a little bit, because they know that I find that hot too. So we were kind of inducing together. I was trying to get some on video, but it was kind of like a spur in the moment thing. But it's just kind of sneezing on each other with the head colds that was leaving them and entering into my body and my nose, and then my I don't know how many more of these I can take. God. Even though my throat doesn't hurt much anymore, it's probably going to start hurting after this. How powerful these sneezes are. I'm trying to get as many sneezes as I can for you guys. I know some people are iffy about the coughing and the nose blowing, so I don't want to be doing too much of that, but I guess, hey, if you've made it 11 minutes into the video now, then you probably don't really mind. I'm just gonna try to get a couple more sneezes for you guys, and then I don't know how much more my nose can take. But if anyone has any special requests or things that they want to hear me say in my sick voice, message me on Tumblr, or I guess just put an ask in my inbox on Tumblr. You can comment it on YouTube too, but some of the not safe for work stuff might get deleted by YouTube. But I am glad to oblige. So take advantage of it now before this voice hopefully clears up soon. I'm gonna try to get one more sneeze for you guys. I feel it right at the tip of my nose. It's like right there and it doesn't want to come out. Okay. I'm gonna go home and nurse myself with a bottle of cold medicine. Hope you guys enjoyed these.